A native of Lincoln, Illinois, Robert Lee Hildebrand found great success in both business and athletics over the course of his decade-spanning career. Before embarking on his corporate career, Mr. Hildebrand was recruited to the roster of the Denver Central Bankers, a team from the National Industrial Basketball League in 1952. His athletic talents also afforded him an opportunity to expand upon his education through a scholarship to Illinois Wesleyan University, from which he earned an associate's degree in 1952. As a testament to his outstanding accomplishments as a basketball player, he received multiple All-State and All-Star awards and was notably inducted into the Order of Titans by Illinois Wesleyan University. However, Mr. Hildebrand decided to seek a career in business as the risk of a career-ending injury in the National Industrial Basketball League was too great and would have limited his professional ambitions thereafter. Mr. Hildebrand previously served with the General Electric Company for 15 years, during which time he was invited to refine his skills through a 3-year corporate management development program, which aided him in learning all aspects of the company. Acknowledged as one of the top graduates of his program, he was responsible for identifying areas that could be utilized to develop and open new plants that would expand the company's global presence. Specializing in employee relations, a field that would eventually become better known as human resources, he traveled consistently for General Electric, working with electric motor engines at first and then traveling to Cincinnati to work with jet engines. His later assignments would include plants in East Boston and Lynn, Massachusetts, Fort Wayne and Bloomington, Indiana, and Decatur, Illinois over the next 15 years. Beyond his primary professional responsibilities, Mr. Hildebrand was affiliated with charitable organizations such as the United Fund. After a lengthy career with General Electric, Mr. Hildebrand accepted a generous offer by R. Donnelley, a printing firm responsible for magazines, catalogs, books, and business reports, which initially hired him as an officer in 1968. Over the course of his nearly 25-year tenure, he contributed to R. Donnelley in its plant expansion, both in America and internationally, elevated its global presence, solidified its union-free status, and helped select the employees for its facilities. Upon his retirement in 1993, Mr. Hildebrand nevertheless continued his contributions to R. Donnelley as a part-time specialist between 1993 and his permanent retirement in 2000. His years of experience made him an invaluable resource as a consultant. Throughout his career, Mr. Hildebrand has been synonymous with honesty and direct communication, as he prides himself on remaining humble despite his athletic achievements. He attributes his success to his excellent education, his thoughtful mindset, which prevented him from getting in trouble, and an unwavering sense of direction, which remained in the face of any developments in his career. A devout Christian, Mr. Hildebrand is grateful to have conducted all of his business in a Christian manner, which left an impression on his colleagues and subordinates over the years. According to Mr. Hildebrand, you've got to be honest in all of your dealings, and he holds himself and his colleagues to that same standard. Looking back, Mr. Hildebrand fondly recalls General Electric thriving under his direction. Having been praised for his unique and acceptable personality in the workplace by numerous people who worked under his direction, he was committed to being a decent human being while completing his assignments. Likewise, Mr. Hildebrand remains closely involved with basketball to this day. Even though his professional accomplishments are many and varied in nature, Mr. Hildebrand has always prioritized the needs of his family as he supported them to the best of his ability throughout their career. In turn, his family has been likewise loyal and supportive of him, even in light of his corporate responsibilities. In fact, Mr. Hildebrand transitioned from his role with General Electric to R. Donnelley primarily because he decided that a future in Chicago was preferable and advantageous for his family as opposed to a future in New York City. Regarding his personal accomplishments, Mr. Hildebrand is proud to have been married to the light of his life, Anne Ashe, later Anne Ashe Hildebrand, for 70 years. The two became close when they were both in high school, though they did not attend the same one. Through all of his trials and tribulations, Mr. Hildebrand cites Anne's support and advice as a critical factor, which aided him in navigating these difficult waters. Since the tragic passing of his wife in 2022, Mr. Hildebrand has been dedicated to tracking the rising academic, athletic, and professional success of his children and grandchildren, including that of his son, who was a starting point guard at Northwestern University and served as co-captain during his senior year.